Fun is underway here at the Little League World Series. Shortstop, go!
And he crushes one to right. My goodness.
We got ourselves an unbelievable Little League baseball game.
It's a feeling.
From the Giamatti Center in Bristol, Connecticut, it's the Little League World Series Mid-Atlantic Regional. Day one action continues. Little Leaguers, family, and friends on the road to Williamsport today. MIlton, Delaware Little League takes on Upper Providence Little League of Oaks, Pennsylvania. What are we talking about here? The division at a glance. This is a division of Little League International. 6 teams playing in a modified double elimination format. Basically 10 to 12-year-olds. You can be 13 if you turn 13 after May 1st of this year. 6-inning games on a field 2/3 the size of a conventional field. And minimum mandatory play rules are in effect. And hello, everyone. I'm Mark Brown alongside former Cumberland American, former and always Cumberland American Little League coach David Belisle. He has been to the Little League World Series in Williamsport on a couple of occasions. It is a wonderful time of the year. Glad to have you with us. How you feeling?
It's so good to be back. I came here early this morning, and the kids are excited. The coaches are ready, and they're ready to play some baseball.
We are too, and this Mid-Atlantic region has been absolutely spectacular. Some real power teams have come out of this region. We can tell you a little bit more about these teams and where they're coming from. It's one of 8 regions across the United States. New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. 5 state champions and the Washington, D.C. champion. And, of course, this region has made some serious noise as they have been powerhouses in Williamsport lately.
Everyone, including those on the hill, on their feet. It's over. A complete game for Monet Davis.
I don't think we can say it enough how impressive this young lady was.
Ripped into right field, that's it! Pennsylvania, the Little League World Series champion on the United States side. There it is, the perfect season and a Little League World Series championship for Maine Endwell.
Well, Pennsylvania has been the champion of this region 2 of the last 3 years. This team from Oaks, Pennsylvania, they are a powerhouse, Coach.
They sure are. They've gone 11-0. They've scored 147 runs.
Making their first trip to the regionals here in the Mid-Atlantic region. As for Delaware, tiny town, over only 2,500 kids, but this is the second time in a row they've been here.
They haven't. They've got returnees. They got 6 of them coming back, and they can pitch. The last 3 games that they played along the way here, shutouts. So we've got pitching against hitting.
And we've got a border battle, too, as Delaware takes on Pennsylvania, the Little League World Series Mid-Atlantic Regional. First pitch is coming up on ESPN. Welcome back to Little League World Series coverage here on ESPN, the Mid-Atlantic Regional from Bristol, Connecticut. Mark Brown along with Coach David Belisle, and we are ready to get things started. In the field first, it will be the Pennsylvania team, Upper Providence Little League. Their starting pitcher, Gage Schwanger. He's 12 years old, 5'3", 116 pounds. And Owen Daminger leads off with a big swing and a bloop into left center field for a leadoff single. Coach, how you like that first pitch swinging?
Got to look for it. You know, coaches, you tell their kids, look fastball early in the count, let the curveball go if it's down and low. And he saw his fastball, and he planted it right over the shortstop's head.
Center fielder Timothy Hitchcock up second for MIlton Little League, the Delaware state champions. And he is first pitch swinging as well. This is a pop-up in the infield and an easy play for shortstop T.J. Cadden. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Gotta love it on the Pennsylvania end. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Let's show you the format. This all begins with all-star teams from their district tournaments. You get through your district, you go to the section, try to win your state, province, or country tournament, and then you get to step 4, which is here, the regional tournament. The Mid-Atlantic Regional here in Bristol. And Bristol's one of a couple of sites that actually has 2 regionals running at once, including the New England Regional. And our final game of the night will be coming from that. This is Gage Joseph. And he hits one out into short center field. Initially, the center fielder went back, but this one was dropping always. So a couple of bull picks and runners on first and second.
They're very aggressive, Delaware. They're not wasting any time. They're jumping on the first fastball that they see, and it's been productive. Big opportunity for Delaware to get some early runs here against a Pennsylvania team that's going to score. So this is an important part of the game.
First and second, one out for the cleanup hitter. This is Kai Wells, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. These are aggressive bats here for Delaware.
And I just saw Gage switch it up a little. He went curveball early in the count here. So good move by Gage.
And Gage swinging at the inside pitch, rather Kai Wells swinging at the inside pitch hard down the third base line, almost hitting his coach. Got to have quick reflexes out there in these small fields and these power hitters.
Well, all practice by the coaches too. They're quick because these kids can hit the ball. Practice makes perfect, even for the coaches.
So Gage Swanger has Wells 0-2. And that one tapped foul off of third. This guy's throwing a lot of strikes, is Gage, to start things off.
He is. He's starting to mix it up. I think he realized that they're keying on his fastball early in the count, and he's starting to go to the off-speed stuff. And you just saw it right there. And Wells was a little ahead of the ball there and reached out for it.
He's thrown 6 strikes in 7 total pitches. And that ball lifted out deep to center field. And settling under it is Michael McKenna, who makes the catch, and a strong throw to third. No tagging up on that one, Coach.
I'm sure the coach took notice of that. That was a bullet throw. But a good pitch by Gage Swanger right there, just to keep him off balance.
Number 7.
Gets himself set.
Mitchell.
And what a beautiful throw. Beautiful throw by Michael McKenna. Right on the spot.
And that one just outside. All these hitters have been putting the ball in the air, either pop-ups or deep fly balls.
And I think it's the part that Swanger's a lot of off-speed pitches here. Oh, what a beautiful play.
Great diving play at third for Cole Nillis, and hustles to the bag for the third out of the inning. We've only got a half inning in the books, and we have seen some really good defensive plays. A big arm from McKenna in center field, and Cole Nillis flashing the leather in Bristol.
Welcome to Bristol, Cole.
Welcome back to Bristol, Little League World Series Mid-Atlantic Regional opening round game. Milton Little League of Delaware, the Delaware State champs, take on Upper Providence Little League of Oaks, Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania champ. And the Pennsylvania team coming to the plate now in the bottom of the first inning. Mark Brown along with Dave Belisle. We saw some great stuff in that first half inning. The pitcher for Delaware is Kai Wells. He's known as a power pitcher, and he's one of 5 guys, Coach, that was on this Milton team that made it to Bristol last year.
And that's big. You know, they've been here before, and they've got a young team. They've got 5 11-year-olds on the team, so they're going to be the key contributors to this Delaware team. And certainly on the mound is where they're effective, and they're going to have to do it against this Pennsylvania team that can match the ball. So Delaware was aggressive in the first. I expect Pennsylvania to be the same. Their reputation follows them. They're going to be looking for fastball also. So it's going to be a good contested first inning here. Delaware did their part. They were aggressive, but good defense. Team that comes out of these regions plays solid defense, fundamentally sound. You know, they pitch. They can all pitch. They're going to hit the ball, but those teams that play defense in those big critical moments are the teams that end up winning these tournaments.
Pitching, defense, timely hitting. It's worked for a century or more.
It's basic. It's what works. It's what we try to teach, and these kids do it to perfection. And they're excited too. I think first game, excitement, get on the field, get those first inning jitters out of the way, especially hitting wise. You want to get up there and just swing away and be aggressive.
Number 26, the second baseman.
Leadoff hitter for Pennsylvania, Jake Voynar. He's the second baseman. And Wells missing, down and away.
Yeah, very smooth delivery. Very smooth.
Home plate umpire Ernie Bertolti from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And that one missing up. So quickly the count in Voiner's favor, 2-0. And that one catches the outside corner. Jake's favorite player. It's interesting, just generationally. Ricky Henderson. How about that?
Leadoff man. He knows his position.
Does he have
probably the best ever, if not?
Does he have that kind of power that Ricky had?
We'll find out.
3-1 count. Hitters count right here for Voinar. And he takes strike 2.
Battles right back. Nice job by Kai. You know, all these teams, Mark, they're so baseball ready. What I mean by that is we get a great vantage point. We watch all 9 players, you know, getting ready and set, you know. Speaking of set, so is Wells.
Big time fastball there for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 21.
Give you a little profile on Oaks,
T.J.
Pennsylvania. About 27 miles northwest of Philadelphia. And the town of Oaks just has a small population. Upper Providence Township, a group of small communities that form this Little League. But basically still a very small town and a small pool of which to draw players. And when you can get to this level out of those small towns, you're really doing something. And Coach, that's what I really love about the Little League World Series. It's not just champions of big cities and big towns. The small towns can go all the way.
And they sure can. They're close, you know. These kids go to school together. They play in the field together all summer long. And when you have a small community, everybody knows each other. And there's a lot of pride that's being walked around on the streets, in the communities, on the field. It's what it's about. Representing where you come from and playing with your buddies. Nothing better. And then speaking of, Wells is doing a heck of a job. He's elevating the ball and he's mixing the eye level of the ball. He's going outside, inside, and up. So you have to against this Pennsylvania team.
11th pitch on the way for Wells. That one's fouled away by T.J. Cadden. Just as comparison, we got 1 out in the bottom of the first. But Swanger, the Pennsylvania starter, threw 10 pitches for the entire inning. And some deep counts here as well for Wells. This is his second full count. And that one just outside. That's a quality take right there from Cadden. And he is on first base with 1 out.
Well, we don't have all the stats on Wells, but I can tell you this much. He probably has a high pitch count every game, but he's very successful because he strikes a lot of people out. And when you strike a lot of people out, you get your pitch count up. You know, he just overpowers people with
That's
a nice deuce.
That's Cole Nillis, the third baseman, who made that spectacular inning-ending play at third base in the top of the first. 0-1 count. Comes back with a fastball, looking for the outside corner knee. Just missing there, 1-1. He's got that one there for strike 2.
Again, outside corner, and he's predominantly going with his fastball. And why not? When you can locate it like that, stick with it.
And swing and a miss there for the second out of the inning. That's a big one. Getting the number 3 hitter Nillis. Now Matt Sierras, the catcher, will be up next.
He put a little wrinkle into this one, right to the outer edge. That's a perfect out pitch right there, just enough where he can't reach it.
And we do play drop third strikes at this level, but first base occupied. Well, the breaking ball is starting to really dial in here. That's 2 hitters in a row. He started off with a called strike with the breaking pitch.
He turned that ball over beautifully.
And that ball is hit well out to center field. And that ball is out of here. Home run for the cleanup hitter, Matt Sierras. On the first ball put in play, he puts it out of play.
And that's a high fastball on the outside corner, and he gets on top of it and launches it. Not a bad pitch at all by Kai. Watch this, how he gets on top of this ball on the outer half and up. It's a beautiful piece of hitting. Quick hands, right on top of it. That's just great hitting.
And this is Cam Paquette, the left fielder. First pitch swinging for strike one. Tried to get the breaking ball in there, ball one. And that ball was hit so high, you wondered if it had enough to carry out. Didn't get out by much, but these are 225-foot fences. And that ball is pulled hard into the hole for a single. Cam Paquette aboard with 2 outs.
Nice hit right there by Cam. Finding a hole. He's happy.
The right fielder,
Might not show it, but he's happy.
Ryan Garvey.
Now right fielder Ryan Garvey. He's one of those players who has turned 13 after May 1st. And he's first pitch swinging at the fastball. His favorite player is Jose Altuve. 22 pitches now already in the first inning for Kai Wells. That one fouled back for strike two.
That's a heavy fastball he's throwing. He's bringing it. He really is. I mean, this is a good hitter in Ryan Garvey, and he was late on that. Again, you put up a big pitch count when you can get players to swing and miss and foul off pitches. But this is a tough Pennsylvania team.
Tried to get him to chase outside. Garvey not buying, 1-2. But yeah, we've seen it. We've seen 2 strikeouts. We've seen a walk and the home run. Well, these pitches are adding up. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So 3 strikeouts for Kai Wells. But he did have a walk, and he was tagged for a deep ball to center field. The 2-run home run from Matt Sierras has put Pennsylvania up 2-0, heading for the second. Want to play Little League or volunteer in your local community? Visit PlayLittleLeague.org and enter your address to find a Little League program near you. Highly recommended. Happy to be alongside Coach David Belisle, who, boy, he typed that address in a long time ago, and he's never stopped. Been part of Little League for how many years, would you say?
Probably 15 to 20 years.
15, 20 years.
You know, I had a little break there. I coached my youngest brother when I was 20, but there was a break. But you just mentioned volunteers. That's what makes Little League Baseball so special. You got people helping people and communities, and all you people out there that volunteered and behind the scenes that give these kids an opportunity to play baseball and have fun. Kudos to all of you. You should be all proud.
I can vouch for that as well. I've been involved in Old Sabre, Connecticut Little League for about 8 years now. Both my kids going through there, and they've had some great experiences.
It really is.
It's good and bad, right?
That's right.
There's joy, there's pain, but there's incredible learning and stuff they'll never forget.
Yep, really is. You learn. Sports teaches you that.
Swing for strike 3, and Luke Crouch is down on strike, the second baseman. Carter Brasher is up next. Couple facts and figures to let you know about. Hey, over the course of just about 2 months, 30,000 plus Little League tournament games will be played in 6,500 local leagues in 80 plus countries, almost 2.5 million Little League participants, and it's all pointing towards Williamsport. A little while from now, we got to get through all these regionals, which are just getting underway across the country, and they've already been decided across 7 of the 8 regions across the world. Truly an international game, this Little League Baseball. That ball is inside for ball 2 as Carter Brasher, first left-handed hitter we've seen so far.
He's a presence. Big, strong hitter. He gets to extend those arms. Look out.
This is the deepest count that Swanger has had as a pitcher. He pitched to contact early in that first inning. Now we are on the top of the second. 3-1.
Oh. Nice rip right there, right through the ball. He's right on it.
Carter's dad, Brad, is the first base coach.
Smart pitch. Such a smart pitch by Gage Swanger right there. He saw that he was right on that fastball, took something off, and had him ahead of the ball.
Early strikes in the first inning, but no strikeouts. Now 2 strikeouts to start the second.
Just enough, way out in front of her. What a beautiful pitch. He learned from his pitch previous with a fastball.
Ground ball back up the middle. Beautiful range by the shortstop, and what a pick at first. TJ Cadden to Brendan Kenning. Web gems.
Web gems, both sides. Both sides, the way it should be done. You practice it, you hope for a play like this as a coach, and look at this. Goes over the middle, sets himself, fires it, and what a play on the other end. Hey, way to go, TJ.
Well, a big 2-run home run from Matt Sierras, the only scoring so far. Bottom of the second inning, it's Pennsylvania leading Delaware in this day 1 of the Mid-Atlantic Regional. Well, Pennsylvania has made more Little League World Series appearances than anyone else in the Mid-Atlantic region, 33 of them. New York second with 18, New Jersey 17. Delaware has made it a couple times. Washington, D.C. has never made it to Williamsport. Not yet, anyway. They had a tough day earlier today as well against New Jersey. More on that as we go. And a little wild outside there from Kai Wells, starting pitcher for Delaware, as Pennsylvania coming up with that 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. Mark Brown along with David Belisle, whose Cumberland American Rhode Island team making it to Williamsport back in 2014 and all the magic of that time, and they're back. They're back again. We're going to have them a little later on.
Awesome.
Up and in, and that one goes to the backstop. So 3-ball count here for Kai Wells. He already has a walk, and he's given up that big home run to Sierras. Otherwise, he struck out the other 3 outs.
Brendan King doing a nice job here. He's waiting for his pitch. Good at bat.
Yep.
I noticed his favorite team was the Villanova Wildcats. He's a good-sized kid. He must be a basketball player. The Cats.
The center fielder, number 25, Michael McKenna.
Told you how close to Philadelphia this team is. They're even closer to the Villanova campus. Check swing, ground ball to first. Stepping on it for the first out is first baseman Paris Mitchell. He couldn't get the tag play over at second as Kenning was in ahead of that tag.
The pitcher, number 11, Gage.
Nice play.
Swanger.
Get the out. Nice play by Mitchell. Get the out. If you happen to get the second out, always get the outs. They'll always come back to haunt you, but don't take that easy out. Nice play.
Starting pitcher Gage Swanger, number 9 hitter in the order, takes strike 1 from Wells. Man on second, 1 out. And that one misses outside. And down.
It's a beautiful day for baseball today. Excited for these kids.
Check swing. And he didn't go. Good plate discipline there. That was a tough breaking pitch. Yeah, we've had some sun. We got some cloud cover. Not too hot.
Nope. It's beautiful. Comfortable for the fans and the parents.
That ball is lined to right field, nearly right in his tracks. Justin Marsh makes the catch, but tagging and going on to third base on the play is Brendan Kenning. That ball was smoked, hit pretty hard.
Yeah, Gage Swanger put a charge in that one, but you know, that's just a nice play out there by Justin Marsh. Right on it. Crow hop back. Nice play. Hits his cutoff man. A good tag-up play to take third base. Good fundamentals all around. Good baseball by these young boys.
So Kenning on third with 2 outs. And ducking out of the way of that is Jake Voinar, who struck out his first time up in the first.
Andrew Criswaldy The catcher had a great first inning. He had a couple nice stops. He needs to right here with that man on third.
Fastball is up as the pitch count climbing here. He's past that magic number of 35. Got the swinging strike there for 2 strikes. Although, if you reach the 35 pitch count within a batter, you could finish that batter and still be credited with only the 35. So we'll see if there's a pitching decision to be made by the MIlton, Delaware manager. Now 3-1.
Nice job by Jake to lay off that high heater. Wouldn't bite.
And that one catching the corner for a full count.
Nice pitch by Kai. Needs to keep it here at 2-0 early. Be a big lift for the team if they keep the team at third base.
Well, that is the 3rd full count. And he has walked now 3 total batters. And this is a big one here. Obviously, anytime you're walking batters, Coach, you're putting guys on, and that's a problem. Nobody likes that. But you're also piling up your own pitch count, which becomes an official problem in Little League play.
Well, that's what Pennsylvania does. You know, I know we take a look at their numbers that they put up with runs, but they do it by working counts, and good pitchers like Kai Wells get frustrated because they, you know, it takes 6 or 7 pitches to get a guy out, and that's what Pennsylvania does.
So now that he is officially blown past that 35 pitch count and is into the new batter, he will now need 2 days of rest before he can pitch again, according to the Little League rules. And these are not guidelines. These are rules that are taken all the way down to the local level every single game, all season long, all the way through Williamsport. Arm safety is what it's been.
Great job right here by manager Zach Couch. He's it's a good time. He was getting a little frustrated.
Over the center, right? All over it.
You know, we got plenty of defense. The only thing you got to do is hit your spot. Andrew, you're doing a good job. Just keep on the outside. All right? Come on, brother. Believe. Let's go. All right? Let's go.
Great job, Coach. Perfect. Perfect.
In his words, right? He's given him confidence. He's given him a belief. But clearly, he views Wells as his horse. This is a guy that he believes in. He wants to give him a chance. He knows he can turn it around.
He knows he can. But he doesn't want to lose him either. He's so important to the team with his arm and with his sticks. And you know what? Hold him here, son. Hold him here. Keep battling. He just did right there. Came back with a nice fastball. It's a very good hitter.
Cad right on that one, fouling it back for the 2-2 count. So we've got first and third with 2 outs. That ball went through the openings where our cameras are giving you some of those great pictures from. Oh, we didn't break another lens, did we?
Oh, yeah.
This is the 2nd year in a row.
Holy Moses.
All right, so we're going to need a few minutes there to clean that up because that camera lens glass comes out onto the actual playing surface. Oh. Dangerous work there. All right, well, we do that little bit of cleanup. An unfortunate accident here with one of our key cameras, bringing you this Little League World Series coverage. Back in a moment. Two nothing, bottom of the second. Pennsylvania over Delaware. And Andrew McCutcheon, that Pittsburgh Pirates star, is also a former Little Leaguer. Let's hear from him on what Little League means to him.
It meant a lot, you know, from hitting my first home run to winning being on the All-Star team, winning like a championship in the All-Stars and making it to a World Series and hanging out with your friends all the time, getting that like hot dog and that soda after a game, win or loss. So it was always fun.
Oh, that is also what it's all about, right? Obviously the playing, but the hanging out with the friends. It's great to see McCutcheon still has all those great memories.
You know, these major leagues, they play like they're having fun, and why not? They're playing a game that they love, just like these kids.
That ball lifted into short right field. That is going to drop, and a run comes in for Pennsylvania. So a 2-out, 2-strike RBI single to right field for TJ Cadden. And it's 3-0 Pennsylvania.
Nice job by TJ. He's taking the pitch the other way. The ball's in on his hands, and he just fights it off, and he sprays it off to right field. It's a good piece of hitting. Keeps his hands in and just sprays it out there. Nice job.
And Wells gets Nilles to chase outside for strike one. Still got the 2 outs. Now runners on first and second. And he gets him to chase almost exactly the same pitch. Nilles struck out in the first inning. And now 48th pitch on the way.
Nice job.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 4 strikeouts for Kai Wells, but 3 runs for Pennsylvania. At the end of 2, they lead it 3-0. Well, we talked about mandatory play rule, and it's contingent upon the number of players you have on a team at the beginning of the game. If a team has 13 or 14 players, the only mandatory play rule says that each player on the team must bat once. If a team has 12 or fewer, then they've got to play, every player has to play 6 consecutive defensive outs and bat once. So it's a little bit of a different dynamic going there. Coach, you've taken teams to Williamsport a couple of times, and what was your philosophy on that? Did you always carry 13, always 12, or what was that?
Well, 2011 I carried 13, and 2014 I carried 12, and it's what's been handed to you. In 2014 I had 12 really good players, and I didn't think that the 13th player was as good. But in 2011 I picked 13 because I thought that the 10th player to the 13th player are pretty equal. So, you go by fair play, but you also go by what you have looking at, what can best help your team as a whole. So when you see teams carry 13 players, it's because they've got, those kids that are probably 9 and down are pretty equal in talent. When you get 12, you're pretty solid with your decision making. And you know that all 12 are pretty much what you want to go with.
No, but you really got to have the great team attitude. Every kid on that team, right? These guys are all stars. They're all the best players on their teams. And now they're coming on a team full of all stars. And they may not be starters. The ball popped just behind first base. And taken by Voinar for the first out of the inning. 3-0 Pennsylvania. Top of the 3rd inning. Delaware coming to the plate. This now the leadoff hitter, Owen Daminger, who singled in his first time up.
And quietly here, Gage Swanger is going through the lineup. Pitching one heck of a game and mixing his pitches.
Fouling that one back. Daminger swung at the first pitch of the game. Texas League single out to center field. Lays off that breaking ball down and away.
Owen's very aggressive. And he should be. Got good speed, put the bat on the ball, and run.
Check swing, and that one settles up in foul territory. Still 1-2.
Again, Swanger mixing it up, making a reach. He trusts his defense. Does not walk the batter. He's giving his fielders a chance to play. And why not when you have a defense like he has? Let them play.
That ball missing outside. Now up to 32 pitches. For Gage Swanger, the Pennsylvania starter. Can't get him to chase off that outside corner, so Daminger now looking at a full count.
He's a good-looking hitter. Typical leadoff hitter.
Only the second full count for Swanger, and he walked him.
Nice job, Owen. You saw some tough pitches at that bat. Some that broke down, trying to make him go fish for it. He did not bite.
Yeah.
Gives his team a chance.
Daminger, he was down 0-2. Worked a walk. That one's not missing by much there by Swanger. Starting to show a little frustration here, but he's still in command.
Nice job by Timmy Hitchcock. Take a pitch after a walk. Make him pitch. Make him pitch.
Now missing inside. Five straight balls after the incredible command and control he had to start the game. A little bit of a rough patch here. Comes back with a strike there.
Go with your best pitch, fastball. And a good take again. But now we got a good count. Nice count for Tim. Take advantage of it.
Slow roller to third base, and charging is Nilles. And it's safe at first, and around to third base now is Daminger. So first and third, one out.
Nice try out there by Pennsylvania. Cole Nilles, man. Nice job on the ball. He surrounded it. A good hustle. Good hustle by Timmy Hitchcock that beat that out.
Hey, relax. It's over. Next play. All we worry about is the next play, right? Focus on the next play. Come on, do your thing out here. Let's go. Let's get out of this. We got one out. Let's go battle. Let's go battle. Let's get it out of it. Let's get out. Hey, no more faces. Get over it, right? One, let them have it. One, right? Let them have it. All right, here we go.
Oh, coaches around the country had a dime for every time they've had to deliver that message, right? It's a great message.
Oh yeah, you can tell how your young pitcher's doing just by his demeanor. And the coaches can feel it. They see it, and that's a good time to approach him and just calm him down. You know. Speed kills, though. Timmy Hitchcock put the ball in play and make him make a play, and that was a difficult play on both sides. You know, the throw, the catch at first base. And the coaches just wants to bring his infield in like he did. Good job, coach. Hey, let's settle in. It's a tough play. But most importantly, Gage is going to get himself under control here. You don't want a big inning.
2-0 count, and the swing and a miss there. You got anything going here for a first and third in this situation?
You know, very, very seldom, and when you get to the high levels here, you don't see a lot of first and third run, and hopefully they throw it down and you get a play. They're just too good. They're just too fundamentally sound. You practice it and practice it, practice it. You've got plays to eliminate that run from coming home, and the catches are too good in this tournament.
Yep.
They're just too good.
The stuff that works all spring long.
Yeah.
Doesn't work here. Ground ball to shortstop, over to second for one, back to first, and can't hold on, but I think he beat that out anyway. The run scores as Daminger comes in. Delaware gets on the board.
Big play. Good try out there. Good turn. EJ shows him the ball. Give it over to Jake. No luck. But speed. One thing about Delaware is fighting and they're running, and that's all you can do. Put the ball in play and run. Put the pressure on the defense. Use your speed. Just put it in play. You've got a chance every time you put it in play.
2 outs, man on first. This is the pitcher, Kai Wells, who's struggled quite a bit, thrown a lot of pitches, 48 of them already through 2 innings. And he's got a chance now with his bat to help himself.
He'll feel no pain if he launches one, I can tell you that much.
Takes that one up. 1-1 count.
It's a good inning for Delaware, making Gage throw a lot of pitches this inning.
That one is away. Delaware's played 6 tournament games to get here. They've won them all. In those 6 games, Kai Wells has 6 home runs. So he's a dangerous hitter here. And he takes that one inside. Now he's going to have a 3-1 count.
And you look dead red here. He's got to come in with it. This is a big pitch of this game.
And a big swing at that, fouled it off. Now a 3-2 count. Been a tough inning for Gage Swanger. He threw only 6 balls in the first 2 innings. He's well past that in this inning alone, and he's given up a run.
But he's battles. I mean, that's a 3-1 pitch, and he went with the off-speed stuff. That's a pitcher.
Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't give in with a 3-2 fastball there, and he walks Wells.
Great pitching, great hitting right there. Gage, knowing that the number 4 hit is up, didn't want to give him a fastball and just missed with the curve, but even a better piece of hitting. I mean, a good situation here for Delaware. 2-out rally. A good hitter up.
And this is Paris Mitchell. Mitchell, his first time up, hit a pretty hard ground ball down the third baseline. Cole Nillis robbed him. Stepped on third to end the inning.
Gage is going to think about the next pitch, not the one he just threw.
That ball is lifted out into right center field. And the center fielder McKenna is over there to make that play easily. So at the end of 2.5, it's 3-1 Pennsylvania. Matt Sierras will be leading off for Pennsylvania. His first time up, he did this. He had the 2-run home run to get the first runs on the board off of Kai Wells, and Wells puts that one almost behind his helmet with the first pitch to lead off this bottom of the 3rd inning. Pennsylvania with the 3-1 lead. Delaware picked up a run last half inning.
Quick hands from Severus.
He lays off that breaking pitch outside. Both pitchers right at 50 pitches. And Wells misses there. Must be up just a little bit.
He's making him work. But don't give in, because he'll take it deep again.
That one's in there for a strike, so starts him off 3-0. Now he's got to work his way back.
Stop by Kai. That had a little extra mustard on it.
They're going to say he went there.
Nasty in the outside corner. Nice little curve right there. More of a slider type. He just enough to keep it away from him and caught the outside corner. Pitch is pitch.
Couldn't get him to chase that one. And another walk for Wells. And we're past the 50 pitch mark for him, starting a new batter. So this is, if he stays in the game, Wells, he's now going to get committed to another day of rest. No, we're going to get a pitching change here right now. So,
hey, come here.
Delaware manager Zach Crouch is making a change.
Right. Got there.
Nice job.
Hey, go to left.
Job, Kai.
Okay. Hey, we gotta work hard, right?
Yeah,
all right, let's go.
On the second.
Yeah, Luke, you're 3rd.
I'm 3rd?
Yeah.
So with the pitching change, we'll take a break. Back with more from Bristol in just a moment. Little League World Series, Mid-Atlantic Regional.
6 changes for Delaware.
That is Kai Wells. He was the starting pitcher, 2+ innings pitch. He gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 4 walks, that was the big problem there. Did strike out 4, and he is officially at the 50 pitch threshold, which means he could not pitch again until Wednesday. And by making that change, bringing in Carter Brasher from left field to pitch, it cascaded into 6 position changes here in this half inning. We'll do our best to keep you up with that, but tell you a little bit about Carter Brasher. He has a special talent for cooking. We'll see if he can bring some heat here in relief. 12 years old, 5'6", 125 pounds. And he starts off his first batter with a ball outside. This is Ryan Shaner. And he has come in as a substitute in this game, getting his first at bat. And he's right on that fastball in the outside corner and fouls it back.
Well, Brasher's job is to try to keep it here at 3-1 or keep his team in it. Thought Kai Wells picked extremely well against a tough lineup.
Might have taken a little something off that one. Shaner swinging a miss.
Nice off-speed pitch right there. That makes you feel good. A little more relaxed. Let's go.
And that ball gets away. And Sierras on down to second base after his walk.
Sierras is one of those kids that does everything well. Runs, catches, hits.
So Shaner strikes out. First batter faced by Carter Brasher, and he's recorded the first out of the inning via strikeout.
Welcome to Bristol. Take a deep breath, and you just did a great job, son. It's a tough hitter.
This is Vernon Sheeler into the game, hitting in Ryan Garvey's position. So Sheeler coming in for his first at bat. And he takes strike one.
That's where you usually see those middle innings, where you see those subs coming in. And I hate to use the word subs because they're just good players. They're just not starters. Let's call them not starters because they're such an integral part of who your team is. Without them, you wouldn't be where you are today.
Yeah, and how many times have we seen it? The guys who come in off the bench, maybe they've only got their one at bat, but it happens at a key part of the game. They come up with a big hit, big RBI, or do something to keep an inning alive, make a big difference in the ball game.
You said difference in the game. They're difference makers. It's just not with the bat. Everyone just seems to think it's the bat, the bat. Well, they come off the bench and make a nice play in the field or a bunt.
Andrew Criswell got
right off the kneecap.
That foul tip, catching Criswell, the catcher. He's walked it off and still in there. Fouling away there with an 0-2 count. Sheeler. Tough at bat here. 0-2 and having to foul him off.
Tough kid. Andrew, hang in there, buddy. That hurts right now. Like to see his hand behind his back so he doesn't hurt himself. I think he's in a little bit of pain, but usually he has his free hand in the back of his body. But right now his hand is on his kneecap, poor thing.
Vernon Sheeler's favorite player all time, Hank Aaron. And he fouls off another one. Hammering Hank.
How about some of these best players? Ricky Henderson, Hank Aaron. I think they're doing this to make us feel good.
Maybe.
Because we can relate to it. We can compliment on these guys. Thanks, boys.
Or they've been raised well and they know the true legends of the game. Hank Aaron. And that one's popped up in foul territory. Criswell is there to make the catch. Second out of the inning. And still limping a little bit.
Yeah, he's in pain, but I tell you, great pitch by Brasher, right on the hands to make him pop it up. And who makes the catch? Who makes the catch? Of course, the catcher. He just got dinged up. Look at him, limping, feels off the pain. Just, you know, Brasher knows he's hurt. Just gave him a tap and say, thanks, buddy. I know you're hurting, but.
And this is Gavin Schauder now. Third consecutive batter that's come in off the bench for Pennsylvania.
The big boy.
And he nearly gets that down the right field line, but the quick hands from first baseman Paris Mitchell. He's long, too.
Yeah.
Made it look easy.
What a nice play. You got to be ready to make a play like this. Get ready, kid. Protect that line. Whoa, what a snap. Be proud, buddy.
It's the feeling like it's never gonna end. It's the reason keeps you coming.
Well, it's the road to Williamsport, and look at that. It is a thing of beauty. My partner, David Belisle, I can see the goosebumps on his arm. He's the man who knows what it's like to take teams there. More on that in a moment. Here's those international teams that have punched their ticket to Williamsport already. Seoul, South Korea, Sydney, Santiago, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Tamaulipas, Maracaibo, Venezuela. Still waiting for one of those 8 international spots to get booked. It's going to be great. This is Matt Sierras. He's on to pitch now for Pennsylvania. And he starts Giacona off with a ball. This is a player in off the bench for Delaware, Tyler Giacona, getting his first at bat of the game here in the top of the 4th inning. And Sierras already has the 2-run home run. He's got an interesting delivery here. Definitely throws hard, but he comes at a little bit of a strange angle here.
Yeah, coming from the side. Totally different look from what Gage Swanger was doing. That's a good job of the coach. Again, they're thinking now, but they're also thinking ahead. So this is the way this tournament is. It's short, it's sweet, but you know, you got to play for today and tomorrow. So, and he knows he has confidence in this young boy. So give him the ball. He can do it. He's done it before.
So Tyler Giacona draws a leadoff walk from new pitcher Matt Sierras. Well, goosebumps. This is why this is going back to 2011 and 14. How many guys have taken 2 teams to Williamsport?
And now you know why I got goosebumps. Right behind there is obviously Williamsport, but I mean, it's just, you take a look at it, you get goosebumps. Those are my boys. They'll be my boys forever. And just to be fortunate enough to take 2 teams there, and you see the competition at these regionals. I mean, you know, that's all gravy once you get to Williamsport. I mean, it's all gravy when you get here, but kids make you look good. They put me in this booth, those boys.
And there's some Cumberland boys getting ready to play tonight, too.
Can't wait. Can't wait against a great New Hampshire team. But we've got 2 great teams battling each other right now on a beautiful afternoon. And this one is still to be determined.
This is Jason White. And he just pops that one back to Sierras, who snags it for the easy out.
Nice pitch right there. Elevate the ball on a bunt.
So once you get to the 3rd inning, that's when we start seeing those mandatory play moves that must be made. And both teams about ready to get their full commitment into a play to all their players. This is Jackson Isaacs coming in to bat in Michael check that, Andrew Criswell's spot. And he takes a strike. Tough one there for Isaacs.
The bench boys trying to play a little small ball. Leadoff guy gets on, try to bunt him over. Only down by a couple runs here.
Checked his swing there. He'll be one of the smallest players at this year's Mid-Atlantic Regional. 4'8", listed at 75 pounds.
A big heart, you can tell.
He went chasing that high pitch.
It's only 2, son. Hang in there. A little nervous right now. It's okay.
And he fouls that one back, staying alive. He's one of the 11-year-olds on this Delaware team, and they had a bunch of them last year as well. And that has helped them, that experience has helped them get back here this year. And that one was fouled back. That was better off letting that one go. It almost hit him. Might have actually caught a piece of one of his fingers as well as the bat.
You know, the more swings he takes, the more he battles, the more comfortable he gets, and he's a good at bat now. He looked a little nervous at the beginning, but he's doing a nice job right there. It's a very tough pitcher.
That ball is up. This guy's not up there looking for a walk, that's for sure.
No, he's not.
He's bringing all 75 pounds in every swing.
He didn't come to Bristol to walk. I came to hit. If you give me the walk, I'll take it, but I want to hit.
Ball is up momentarily. Got away from the catcher, but no advancing. Sixth pitch of the at-bat. And that ball is popped straight back and just out of play.
Not much room back here. Isaac's putting up a good at-bat here.
Sure is.
It really is.
Driving the pitch count up here for Ciaris. Ninth pitch at the at-bat. We've just recalculated that.
Yep.
Multiple foul-offs with 2 strikes. 3-2 count. Oh, that's called strike 3.
Tough one.
Tough one.
Yep, it's a tough one, but
Thought Isaacs thought maybe it was a little up. You got to expand that zone with the 2 strikes, right?
you got to protect. But you know what? It's just a good pitch and good frame. Just frame it. Right there at the letters. Right there at the letters. Just a tough pitch, and nothing you can do in that. Good battle, son.
This is Justin Marsh, the right fielder and the number 9 hitter in the order. 2 outs and a man on first.
Sierra's doing a good job. He caught the first 3 innings. You know, Little League rules, as long as they don't catch 4 innings, they can go in and pitch, Mark. And I know that it's a rule that people out there, some of them don't know, but the young catcher is now on the mound. But if he were to go 1 more inning, he wouldn't be allowed to go on the mound and pitch, which is a great rule.
That one just missing. It gets to the backstop and a heads up Jacona. Getting to second base on that wild pitch.
These kids are ready on the base passes. They get their foot in the back and they're facing the base, and they're looking for a bobble. They're looking for a pass ball. The extra base is so important. Take it when they give it.
Right.
Good job, son.
And there's no leading in Little League, and you can't steal until the ball reaches the batter. There's a ground ball to the right side, scooped up quickly and making it look easy over there. Daminger gets the last out of the inning. A lot of major leaguers got their start in Little League baseball, but a lot of pro athletes from other sports, stars in fact, were also Little Leaguers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, how about that? He must have been able to bring the heat. Klay Thompson, the Golden State Warriors. Dickie V.
Dickie.
Coached some, and then working for us here at ESPN, Richard Sherman, Super Bowl champ. And speaking of Super Bowl champs, Bill Belichick. Boy, that's going back a ways. I love the car in the background. That'll let you know how many years ago that was, roughly.
What a selection. Way to find that, guys.
Yeah, and that's just a partial list. Very impressive, but unbelievable. Little League has touched the lives of so many who've gone on to do so many great things. That's just a few.
Some great athletes right there, my friend. Imagine the strike zone. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, my God.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Pennsylvania leading Delaware by the score of 3-1, and at the plate now. This is Michael McKenna, the number 8 hitter. He's the center fielder, and he has looked very good out there. Covered some serious ground to make a catch to end an inning, and also showed off the gun from the center field fence as well, holding a runner at second base. And that ball is hard, hit down the right field line. That ball is fair off the wall. It's going to be 2, and they get the ball in very quickly. But that ball was smoked.
Nice piece of hitting. Ratios did a great job last inning, coming in and shutting them down 1, 2, 3. But right here, talk about going with the pitch where it is. Oh, but a beautiful piece of hitting. And this thing was ripped. Just didn't elevate it, because that thing was out in a hurry to that fence. But a great job by retrieving the ball, hitting your cutoff, and get it in and hold them to 2. Good baseball all around.
Showing us the 5 tools so far today. We're only about halfway through the game.
Player. It's fun to watch kids like that.
Gage Schwanger, he was the starting pitcher. He's now up with a man in scoring position. Did that hit him? It did not, but look how quickly McKenna is on to third as the ball got by. Looked like it might have just clipped his shirt.
Yeah, very close. About as close as you're going to get from not getting hit. Good athlete, though. Just the way you're taught, you're supposed to spin off the ball. Don't face it.
That's a good stop there by Criswell. Could have prevented a run from coming home. Though it is a fairly close backstop here at Breen Field at the Giamatti Center in Bristol. So you got to get a great jump if you're trying to come home on a pass ball. That's in there for a strike. Swanger was taking on 3-0.
Nice take, son.
That ball grounded towards the hole and through for a hit. In comes McKenna for the 4th run of the game, and now 4-1 Pennsylvania. Nobody out. And how about that production from the bottom of the order? The 8 and 9 hitters coming through with back-to-back hits.
Beautiful, beautiful swing on the ball. Go right through it. Driving that guy from third base.
We're going to have a pitching change here as Brasher is going to be taken out.
He did your job. Go to left. Okay. Here, come here.
So basically stopping him on the 20 pitch threshold, which would mean he's available tomorrow. And that's pretty important because we already know that Kai Wells, the Delaware starter, through the 50 pitch threshold, and he's going to need 2 days off. So with a pitching change, we'll take a timeout in the bottom of the 4th. Little League University provides free educational information online for coaches, umpires, league volunteers, and parents. Watch videos, review practice plans, or get some ideas for playing catch in the backyard. Visit littleleagueuniversity.org today. This is Timothy Hitchcock. He is the 3rd pitcher to take the mound for the Delaware State champs, 5'2", 87 pounds. He loves watching basketball. So do I. Basketball's great. Keep playing all the sports you can when you're kids. No need to just pick one at this age, right?
No. Little League Baseball is a good way to start. You learn so much. All sports are good. Keep your kids active.
And Hitchcock starts off Voinar with a strike. Breaking ball lifted just behind third base on a soft liner and grabbed very nicely by Gage Joseph.
Now Swanger in that last inning, that last at bat previous to this, and a nice hit to drive in a run. I was asking the coach before the game. None of these coaches wanted to commit to one person. They all talked about the whole team, and I love that. You know, I tried all morning long from all the teams to try to get some key guys for some material and just talk. I love that. You know, they weren't commit to one person because it's not one person, it's the team. And kudos to all those coaches I met this morning that said the same thing. They didn't give me much material, but you did tell the truth, and it's so important that you love all your boys.
Five pitches and 5 strikes so far.
Nice motion, Hitchcock. A little herky-jerky, and then throws that nasty slider off to the outside the plate. What's this nice motion he has? Smooth. Ooh. Can't touch it. Can't touch it.
Is Cole Nillis, and he has been up there swinging now in his 3rd at bat. Nillis struck out his first 2, but he has taken mighty cuts. He's the number 3 hitter, looking for something to drive. Has not been able to really get a hold of any breaking pitches, and he's seeing more and more. That ball gets away from the catcher. So moving on down to second is Swanger.
I tell you, Chris Wall's got a gun. He had to go get that ball, run around the catcher, and throw a pea to second base. It's important here. Watch what he does here. Okay, blocks it, gets up, goes around him, and throws a pea. Nice job, nice piece of work.
Close. 5 straight breaking balls being thrown so far to Nilles. We'll see if he make it 6. Why not? He hasn't put a ball in play yet. They throw him a fastball, and he grounds it to second base, and they're able to handle that with no problem to end the inning. But Pennsylvania has added a run to the lead, and it's now 4-1 over Delaware. Tonight, our Sunday night baseball game features the team with the best record in the majors. It's Cody Bellinger and the Dodgers taking on the Mets at Citi Field. Our coverage begins 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN with baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown. Speaking of Bellinger, hey, this guy was a little leaguer and a very, very good one out of Scottsdale, Arizona, representing the West in the West region. He's turned out okay, huh? Having a pretty decent year.
What a beautiful swing he has. What a player, you know. His father used to pitch. He's quite a draw for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and they're playing so well. So well. Nice to see that young talent. And to know that he played Little League baseball and give these kids the inspirations. Someday, you never know. You're on a little diamond, you end up on the big diamond.
This is Owen Daminger leading off. The top of the 5th inning against a new pitcher, Ryan Garvey's the 3rd pitcher for Pennsylvania. Hard ground ball to second base, knocked down and thrown out. How about that? That's Voinar making a great play, taking a hit away.
This thing is absolutely smoked. No time to get his body and circle the ball. He goes right to the backhand, bends his knees, sets himself, and you just have yourself what they call a web gem. Looks easy. It's not. That ball was smoked.
Nice ball one outside to Timmy Hitchcock.
Nice play. He's feeling good right now. So's his coach.
Garvey tries some off speed, and that's way outside. Getting behind here, 2-0.
Delaware's not quitting. Right there. They're showing signs of life. Keep it going, boys. Don't quit.
That ball is up. So 3-0 here.
Hitchcock's a tough hitter. Good at bats. Gets pitch counts out. He's not going to be fooled.
Taken all the way on 3-0. That's a strike.
His team's behind. Needs base runners. One base at a time. Can't do it in one swing, but one base at a time.
And that one just missing. Down for ball 4. So Hitchcock is aboard with 1 out. 2 innings to go. You need base runners. You got one.
Yeah, and Gavi's a different look too. I mean, we see Pennsylvania coming with different. It comes right over the top.
That's ball 1 outside to Gage Joseph.
Love watching Sierra's catch.
That ball is up, so trouble with the control here in the top of the 5th inning. And a visit.
These coaches are spot on.
Keith Cadden out there quickly.
Just relax. Throw strikes. These guys behind you are going to make the play, right? Right? They always do. Right? Hump right at them. Hump right at them. You got it. Yeah.
It's good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Trust your teammates. Go right after him. Somebody will make a play for you.
So true in baseball. They got your back.
There's a strike there. Swinging strike. Of course, in these 16 regionals, only 4 play on the first day. And 2 teams get a bye, and it's basically a random draw. Winner of today's game will play Maryland. How'd that work out for you? Remember when you got to regionals, whether you were one with a bye or without? How did that?
Well, we did pool play. They've changed it.
Oh, that's right.
It's been changed just in recent years. So that's tough. I mean, you know what? But you can't think about it. Those teams who've got the bye, they get the bye. I mean, it's the talk. It's the scuttlebutt. And, oh, how come they get the bye? You know what? I talked to one coach this morning. As a matter of fact, it was the coach from Pennsylvania. He said, you know what? Well, just worry about your own team. Don't worry about the bye. And look at it shows on the field.
Slow roll at a shortstop. Charged, but could not come up with it cleanly. TJ Cadden. That was going to be a tough play anyway. Not sure if he got it clean, he'd even have come up with the play. Probably beaten out.
Oh, yeah, but just the effort. He's going to come in. He's going to try to glove this and make one motion with the throw. It's the only thing. There's no way he would have got that young boy. He was flying down that line. Great effort.
Infield single. First and second. 1 out. The control troubles continue here for Ryan Garvey.
Well, you got Mr. Wells up with the tying run at the plate. And he's been known to deliver.
Okay, now 15 pitches, 8 of them have been balls. We'll see if Wells gets something to drive here.
2-0.
6 home runs in 6 games of tournament play coming in.
Watch out.
That one well off the plate as well. 3-0. This is a tough spot right now. I got the 4-1 lead, but this is the tying run at the plate and a 3-0 count. Green light here, Coach? Doesn't matter. It wasn't a strike. And now we'll load the bases for the number 5 hitter, Paris Mitchell.
It was a good take.
Number 7.
Sure, Coach
Mitchell.
has a relation with certain players that 3-0. If it's your pitch and absolutely your pitch, then go for it. But if not, let it go. We need runners. You got a good hitter behind you. Nice.
That ball almost got by. Great stop by Sierras, who's now behind the plate. Paris Mitchell up, who flew out to center field last time up. Out to
what
third
a big play right
time.
here. I mean, you can only do one thing, backhand it. Look at that. Because if he goes to try to block that with his chest protector and how fast that was going and going away from that, might have skidded off to the right and there would have been a run. You know, one option and then is to try to front the ball and get it in the backhand, smooth hands.
2-0 count, 6 straight balls and the bases loaded. I mean, at that point, and now obviously at this point, you're taking till you get a strike.
You do. You know, young boy right now needs to take a deep breath, just like he did. But when you get a number 5 hitter, sometimes you're going to put it in a spot.
And that's in there for a strike. No place to put him here, but he's still got a 4-1 lead. Garvey can regain his form here and still get out of this. Ground ball to shortstop. Could be 2. And the ball gets by first, so the out at second, and 2 runs come in. Well, the double play can never be assumed. The field is so small, but they had a chance to get out of it there. And instead, 2 runs come in.
Put the ball in play, pressure the defense, bases were juiced. It's a good play right here. Nice flip to first base. Just a good hustle down the line. And a tough play for the first baseman right here. Oh, it took a bad hop. He was ready for it. Took a bad hop. A good base running. Good hitting. Put it in play. Give your team a chance. And right back in the game. Right back in the game.
Gavin Schauder is going to come on now. 4th pitcher in the game. And with that pitching change, we will take a break. Delaware back within 1, top 5. Well, Gavin Schauder was brought in to relief pitch in this inning, but he threw one warm-up pitch and then had some type of problem with his arm or shoulder. And as you can see there, something's not right. He's holding it in a strange manner, and he can't get comfortable, so he had to let the coach know. And he will not be coming into pitch here. And plan B, as Mike McKenna is now out warming up.
No worries, son. You did the right thing. Some boys won't tell their coaches, and then it leads to something more serious. But I feel bad for the boy because I know he's one of their top pitchers, and they were using him right here in this situation to get him out of here and keep the score at 4-3. More importantly, I hope he's okay. He is back at first base, so he's going to continue to play. But right now, he's not going to be pitching. So let's hope that the arm is all right, so he can continue playing.
So here's Michael McKenna. He's the starting center fielder, and he's got a double off the right field fence his last time up. 5'8", 125. We have seen the incredible gun he has from the outfield, so we can only assume that the fastball's got some heat on it.
He's 2 for 2. He runs like a deer. He throws unbelievably. Now they're going to put him on the mound, so the expectation level from me is going to be, he's probably going to be lights out, but in a tough situation right here, good hitter coming up and tying run on base.
And he starts him off with a strike. Luke Crouch, who was struck out and walked. Check that he is struck out and then was replaced by Jacona, who walked. Now getting his second at bat. And he checks his swing there on the ball down. 1-1. 2 outs and a man on first. Ball is well outside for ball 2.
Good patience here by Crouch.
That's in there for a strike. Straight heat right now.
And you notice he's in a stretch position. He's comfortable without going through the motion. He's more compact.
That ball lifted out to center field. Pretty deep, but comfortably caught by Ryan Garvey to end the threat. But Delaware gets 2 and pulls within 4-3 of Pennsylvania, heading for the bottom of the 5th. MIlton, Delaware have been clawing their way back against Upper Providence Little League of Pennsylvania. 2 state champions going head-to-head here in the first day of the Little League World Series Mid-Atlantic Regional. Mark Brown along with Coach Dave Belisle. We're heading now for the bottom of the 5th inning. Some of the MIlton, Delaware fans, 2,576 is the total town population, and they're on the road to Williamsport. Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. No humidity today. Just a beautiful day for baseball. Comfortable for the parents and fans that have made their trip down to Bristol, Connecticut.
Timothy Hitchcock pitching for Delaware. That's Sierras off the fists and safely into center field for his second hit of the game. Sierras has walked and has a 2-run homer from the bottom of the 1st inning.
Tough out. Tough
Cam
out.
Paquette.
He's going to keep his hands in again and get the bat head.
Good pitcher's pitch, but a better hit. That one lying down the right field line and just foul. Cam Paquette was thinking extra bases on that one.
Pennsylvania trying to add.
10 pitches for Timmy Hitchcock from last inning to this. All 10 of them strikes. Oh, 1 pitch to Paquette. Tried to get him to chase a breaking ball. Technically it's a ball, but good pitcher's pitch there.
Chris Wall again blocking it, keep it out in front. He doesn't advance the runner. It's a big run at first base. Great job, Andrew.
Swinging strike there for strike 2. 1-2. That ball lined out to center field. And a comfortable catch made by Kai Wells out there. Well, if that ball's in a gap, it's trouble. That was well hit.
It was well hit. That's all you can do. Put the bat on the ball. He got a good piece of it. He hit it right on the nose.
Number 2,
Fortunately for him,
Garvey.
went right to the center field, but that's okay. It's a great at bat.
Here's Ryan Garvey. Struck out his first time up, was replaced by Vernon Sheeler. And now back for his second at bat for Garvey.
Hitchcock, a strike throwing machine. Get ready. Swing away.
Breaking ball and a little roller. Right back to Hitchcock, who makes a great play to retire Garvey.
What a nice play by Hitchcock. Does not allow the ball to get into his glove. Watch how he doesn't let it go into his glove. And he'll grab it barehanded, has the glove and back of it just in case to get by him, but he snaps at the first base. What a nice baseball play. Plays the position excellent. He's a very focused young boy.
This is Brendan Kenning, who started at first base, was replaced by Gavin Schauder. Kenning's only other at bat, he walked in the bottom of the second. Takes a breaking ball away, appealed down to first. He did not go.
So focused, young boys.
Held off on that breaking ball as well. Hitchcock really trying to paint that outside corner with a swing and a miss type breaking ball, but not getting the swings or the call at the moment. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Sierras on second. Kenning swings at the fastball, and now 2-2.
Timmy knows the importance of every pitch right here to keep it at 4-3. He's doing a great job.
And that's a called strike 3 fastball on the outside corner to end the inning. Through 5, Pennsylvania has the 4-3 lead.
Way to go, Timmy.
And welcome back to Little League World Series action from Bristol, Connecticut. The Mid-Atlantic Regional opening round continuing here. We're coming to the top of the 6th, which means MIlton, Delaware, they need at least a run here to keep this thing going. Upper Providence Little League of Oaks, Pennsylvania has led throughout, but clinging to the 1-run lead. Mark Brown with you, along with Coach Dave Belisle. Mike McKenna is on the mound to try and close things out for the Pennsylvania State champions. And Carter Brasher at the plate, and he takes strike 1.
This has been fun, Mark. We're fortunate to be here and seeing this type of play from brilliant bunch of boys here putting on a show.
And just missing there with the fastball. We've seen some great plays in the field defensively, too. A near double play turn, some diving plays, some great jumps on some balls to the outfield. That is in there for strike 2. So a 1-2 count to Brasher.
McKenna's had, what a wonderful game he's had. Let's see if he can finish it off. He's had a couple hits, an RBI, played well in the outfield.
Swing and a miss for strike 3, and what they'd love to see, a bonus from McKenna, is if he can not only close this game out, but do it and keep the pitch count under 20. Keep him available for tomorrow.
He's very cool and calm. He's got a nasty fastball that comes right over the top, locates well. He's really in control, no matter what position he's at, no matter what he's asked to do. Give me the ball, coach. I'm ready for you.
This is Bryce Dominic into pinch hit here in the 6th. And that is the fourth of the 4 players to come in off the bench. It's the 7th, 8th, and 9 spots in the order. Do this inning. 1 out. Dominic fouls that one out of play off the right side. 1-2.
Nice rip right there. He needs to get on. He knows it. He's earned the right to be there.
He's got a couple nicknames. We'll give you the G-rated one. Panda.
Nice.
Lines that one off of the dugout near one of our camera positions, which have been dangerous places to be. Very tight quarters here on Breen Field. We've already had the home plate camera lens smashed by a foul ball, 2nd year in a row. And that one's on the black for a strike 3. 2 down. Well, McKenna's got closer written all over him. Huh? Comes in with the heat. A lot of confidence.
Yes, he does. Spoke to the coach before the game. He says, this is what this kid does. He closes almost all their games for him. He tries to keep him at 20. And I know why. You can see it. He just pounds it. He's sneaky fast. And he's got good flow.
Exactly what you're doing in cage. Don't worry about nothing.
Not anything I'd know about, unfortunately.
Pick it out. Just hit the ball. Let's go.
Good job, Coach.
MIlton, Delaware down to their last out. It's right fielder Justin Marsh.
Delaware's not quitting. Never quit the whole game, and they're going to play to the last out. That's a great thing about baseball. No time limit.
It's popped out to second, grounded out to second. Previous 2 times up. And this time he pops it straight up. Tough play for the catcher. And Sierras makes the grab to end the game. Big celebration here for Pennsylvania. They get the job done. 4-3 over Delaware.
Great game, boys. Great game. McKinnon overpowering, coming in here and closing the game out for his teammates. Look at this explode right off the bat.
This is a tough play for a catcher.
Sure is. But look, does the right thing, faces the ball, turns his back, makes the catch. McKinnon's happy.
Pretty well played. An error here or there, but mostly good pitching, good defense, some timely hitting. It's all worked out for Pennsylvania. So the guy who made the big smash to begin the game was Matt Sierras. He also makes the catch of the foul pop from his catching position to close it out. Big day for him.
Congratulations to both teams.
So that's going to do it for this Mid-Atlantic Regional. Once again, our final score, Pennsylvania 4, Delaware 3. So long for now from Bristol, Connecticut.
It's been great.